What it do, nature family? What it do, y'all? So we back outside. We back outside. I know y'all been waiting for this. So y'all, we back outside transforming the whole garden. So y'all remember last year, we wasn't really prepared for nothing, y'all. We was trying to, rush and get stuff together. I ain't really know what I was doing with certain things. I knew how to grow certain plants and stuff, but with the building and the organizing the garden and how I wanted to grow stuff, I ain't know none of that. But this year, y'all, we is prepared and we ain't scared. So we already started getting stuff together. So I built two new planter boxes, y'all. So these planter boxes actually gonna be for our bangs. So last year our bangs didn't do good because we had them in packs. We ain't had no trellis or nothing, so they could climb on. But this year we prepared. So I already got two planter boxes for our bangs. So we'll probably have one for our black bangs and then one for like our pintos and lima beans. And then I built a new bed for our strawberries because our strawberries is actually growing back this year. That's crazy. They coming back from last year, but the strawberries didn't do that well because the slugs and bugs was eating on them and all of that. And it was in a shaded area that it wasn't getting that much sunlight. So we wasn't really getting that many berries at all. So this year we gonna step it up. We gonna build a bed for them. We already built the bed for them, but we gonna move them to a different area. So the strawberries that's coming back this year, I'm gonna actually dig those up and then put them in this new bed back here. And then I'm gonna build probably another bed for them. Like my girl was showing me like this little pallet bed that you could build for the strawberries so they could be able to like dangle on the wood once they start growing. So that's not gonna be the only bed that I built for the strawberries. So we got the strawberry bed together, but the only thing we gotta do is the cucumber bed, and then we gotta build this stand for like our peppers and stuff. So we still got a couple things to do, and we still gotta build our brick bed back there for our melon. So we didn't got a lot done, but we still got stuff to do. But I already got the cucumber bed, wood, and all of that stuff, so we can start building that. I probably do that either later on today, or probably tomorrow. But it's supposed to be cold tomorrow, so I don't know. I don't really know, but we're gonna try to get a lot of stuff done. So today, y'all, I'm about to be just showing y'all around the garden, showing y'all how everything looking, because I know y'all probably, didn't see, well, I know y'all didn't see this in a long time. So I'm about to show y'all, how we setting everything up and how we, organizing stuff. My girl back here, cutting the wood. Well, I don't know what the hell is that, babe? What you cutting? No, what you cutting it with? Oh, that's what she got. She got her little X-Acto knife, She cutting the goddamn, I said the wood. She cutting the cardboard, because she put cardboard under the bed so we don't get no weeds and nothing growing, in our bed and stuff. But let me, take y'all around and show y'all what's going on. Y'all, so this how we looking. Before I show y'all the main part, let me show y'all the other part that we built last year too. So, the bed that we had the tomatoes and stuff in, we had a little collard greens growing right here. We had two peppers and stuff growing right here, but the rest of this bed was tomatoes. We actually not gonna grow tomatoes in this bed this year. We're gonna actually grow some collard greens and okra. But y'all see how like all of this part right here is dead. So since this is dead right here, we actually gonna make this bed a little bigger. So we're gonna bring the bed out to like where the grass stop at, and then on this side it's still dead over here too. So we're gonna bring, this side out a little, a little bit too. So, we can have a bigger bed to grow like our okra and our collard greens and stuff. But over here we had our strawberries and stuff. So y'all remember our strawberries didn't really do so good, like I was saying last year, because over here it's too shaded. So we ain't really get that many berries, and the berries that we did get, the slugs got. So y'all see our strawberries are starting to come up, man. They going crazy. Look at all these strawberries, man. They is going crazy. Look at these Jones back here, man. These Jones is going crazy, man. So we gonna dig all of these strawberries back up, and we're gonna put them in that new bed that we just built for them so they could be able to get more sunlight and we could be able to get some berries, man. But y'all see our sage coming back, man. So I don't know if I wanted to leave the sage right here and just let it go ahead, thrive and survive right there, or move it to, a different area. I might end up just letting it stay right there, to let it rock out. But yeah, y'all, look at the chives too. So y'all remember we had some chives, right here last year that we was growing. And these Johnsons coming back, man. Let me smell them. Let me see. Oh yeah, that's some chives. Yes, sir. Jones smelling good. So got some chives growing right here. So this might be like a little vegetable bed. I might grow some lettuce or something in this junk. I'm still trying to figure out what I'm gonna do, but gotta get these strawberries out first. But yeah, y'all, man, this how these two beds looking, man. this how these two beds looking. We gotta put some more dirt in this junk, cause you can see that, you know what I'm saying, it need to be filled cause the line then went down. So we're gonna fill this back up with some new soil, you know what I'm saying, and get this thing back out rocking so we can put some new plants in this thing. But yeah, man, this how this side of the garden looking. So let's go check out the main side. Hey y'all, so let's check out the main part. So this is the main part of our garden. So y'all see that we added some new things. We got some metal garden beds back there. We got some new planter boxes for our beans and stuff. We setting up our middle garden bed, you know what I'm saying, for our squash and zucchini and stuff. Cause last year we actually didn't use this bed cause I ain't know, you know what I'm saying, if I wanted it right here. But this actually a good spot to, you know what I'm saying, grow some good vegetables cause the sun, you know what I'm saying, beaming right, you know what I'm saying, in this spot cause it's in the middle. So we're gonna be growing like some zucchini, you know what I'm saying, some squash and stuff right here. And then back here, we got our new garden bed for our strawberries, you know what I'm saying? So I still got to close up the bottom because at the end of the day, I could leave it like this, but then that means I'm gonna have to add some pieces at the bottom, you know what I'm saying, to close it up. But I was thinking about just leaving it, you know what I'm saying, like it is and just closing it at the bottom, you know what I'm saying, with some pieces of wood and then drill some holes so it can have some drainage, you know what I'm saying, going on in there. But yeah, this junk almost done. Gotta go to Lowe's, you know what I'm saying, get some more wood so we could go ahead and close up the bottom. But this is where we gonna have our strawberries, man. And this junk looking good. And then we got our trees over here. Well, there's only one tree. This our blackberry tree. The other Jones is dead pepper plants and stuff that I ain't snatched out yet. But over here is our blackberry tree. So we're gonna retransplant this and put it in a big old bucket. It's like a bucket pat. I'm gonna have to show y'all, but it's probably like a 20, even now it's probably more than a 20 gallon. It's probably like a 50 gallon bucket that we're gonna put it in. So we gotta transplant this thing so we could get them blackberries rocking out. But other than that, man, this thing looking good. I think it's still alive. Well, this part dead, but I think this part's still alive. But this look like it's dead. Hopefully we still good, but this part look like it's dead. Let me see. Well, it's still a little moist in there, so it should still be alive, man. We should see, because the flowers should start coming back. I don't see nothing coming back yet, but it still look like it's alive. But yeah, man, this how the blackberry tree looking. And then y'all, back here, we got our little potato stand. So we're gonna be putting our potatoes on this stand. So I built this stand because I wanted it off the ground, because last year it was a lot of bugs and stuff eating on our potato plants, and I don't got time for that this year. So we're gonna lift them off the ground. So I built a whole little stand for them. And then I was thinking about building another little bed for our potatoes, you know what I'm saying, like our yams and all of that stuff, like, you know, a deep bed to grow our yams and stuff. So I'm gonna probably end up putting that right beside, you know what I'm saying, our stand. But yeah, man, the garden is really starting to look good. My girl over here, you know what I'm saying, working, cutting the cardboard with her X-Acto knife, you know what I'm saying, trying to line everything up, because she filled up all the beds, filled up the middle bed, you know what I'm saying, the metal beds and stuff, so we could get everything rocking. So now the only thing we gotta do is really get some dirt and start filling these things up. But this how the, you know what I'm saying, the main part of the garden looking. You know what I'm saying? Let me show y'all the back, because, man, the back is looking whack. But, yeah, y'all, I'm still trying to, oh, yeah, before I show y'all the back, I'm still trying to figure out what I'm going to do with these grow bags. If I'm going to plant, like, some, you know what I'm saying, collard greens, or plant some okra plants. I don't know what I'm going to do with these junks, because we still got a lot of beds. Like, these, I said beds, these bags. We still got a lot of bags. So we got these 3 bags over here. We got 1, 2... You know what I'm saying? We still got about 10 bags that we still got to figure out what we're going to use. You know what I'm saying? I mean, what we're going to use them for. So I still got to figure that out, because we're going to use we're going to put the pepper plants in some buckets. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to build a whole stand, you know what I'm saying, for the peppers. But yeah, y'all, that's how, you know, the main garden looking, man. That's how the main part of the garden looking. Babe back there working, Labby running all over the place. But let's go ahead and check out the back. Let me show y'all how it's looking. All right, y'all, so now we at the back of the garden. So this how we looking, man. So y'all remember all of them weeds that we pulled up last year? Them things then grew back and went crazy. Look at them things. Goddamn. So we're gonna have to pull all of them weeds back up. We're gonna have to remove this trellis right here, because this joint is looking janky and spanky. The goddamn poles is leaning over. So what we gonna be doing with this bed back here, y'all? We're gonna be bricking up this whole bed and making up a large you know what I'm saying, a large garden bed, man. So we're gonna buy some bricks like this, you know what I'm saying, over here. You see these large bricks? We're gonna buy some bricks like this, and we're gonna brick up this whole bed and make a large bed for like our melons. So y'all remember like our watermelons and our cantaloupes was grown in packs, but this year we're not gonna do it like that. So we gotta build a new trellis, and we're gonna have to build a new bed for them so they could go crazy. And then we're gonna be putting some metal raised garden beds right here so we can have some more watermelons and some more fruit growing. But yeah, man, this how it's looking, man. And yeah, we're gonna be growing some corn back here too. So y'all remember last year we couldn't grow no corn because we was rushing. But this year we're growing some corn. So we're gonna have some corn growing right here. Then we're gonna have some beans growing right here with the corn. So the beans could be putting some nitrogen back into the soil, because you know beans put nitrogen back inside the soil. So we're gonna have some beans growing right here with the corn. So our corn could be going crazy. But yeah, man, this how the back of the garden looking. You know what I'm saying? So we gotta finish getting this thing together. And then over here, y'all remember we had our little compost, you know what I'm saying, our compost going on. And it's still doing good. We just gotta build, you know what I'm saying, a little enclosure for it. You know what I'm saying? We gotta close it in so it won't just be spilling over. But other than that, you know what I'm saying, this thing doing good. I done flipped it, I think, like 3 days ago. So, you know, stuff's still breaking down in there, but this how it's looking. So we're gonna be building a little box, you know what I'm saying, around it. You know what I'm saying? So we could be able to close it in and our compost could stay in place. But other than that, man, this our compost. Y'all, so y'all remember last year we had our herbs growing right here and they was growing crazy, but it seemed like only our oregano is coming back. So we had some oregano right here, and then we had some spearmint right here, and then we had some peppermint, but I don't see the peppermint coming back yet. And I don't see the spearmint coming back yet. I don't know. But other than that, we got our oregano starting to take off again. So if our spearmint and our peppermint don't come back, what I'm gonna end up doing is putting a whole little bed right here for our herbs and stuff so we could close them in. And then they could look a little more organized. And then I'm gonna be putting another bed right here for like our teas, like our herb teas and stuff. Cause I wanna start drying up some leaves for teas and stuff. So that's what I'm gonna be doing right here. So we still got a lot of stuff to do and get organized, but it's starting to come together, man. It's really starting to come together. But yeah, y'all, this how the garden looking, man. This how the garden looking. Yeah, y'all, this how the garden looking, man. This how the garden looking. This thing is really starting to come together, bro. But we still gotta get the cucumber bed together. We still gotta get the pepper stand together and stuff. But other than that, man, everything really almost done. And yeah, we still gotta do the strawberry bed. We still gotta close up the bottom and stuff and figure out what we're gonna do with these fabric grow packs and stuff, because we got a lot of them and I don't know what we're gonna do with them. And in the back of the garden, we gotta, you know what I'm saying, brick up that whole bed so we could get our melons and stuff going. But other than that, man, this thing coming together. This thing is coming together. But y'all already know, man, it's Nature Water Fish. We gotta do it like this every single time. Make sure y'all hit that subscribe button and that like button so y'all won't miss another video. And y'all know how we coming, man. It's springtime, baby. We back outside. We back outside. But yes, sir, this how the garden looking, y'all. This how the garden looking. But make sure y'all hit that like button and that subscribe button and check out that next video. I'm live.